Hey guys, today we're gonna have a look at how to drop on skis. One of my absolute favorite things to do, because it never gets old. With that I mean, I'd never stop being a little bit scared, and that is so nice. Before we carry on into this video, check out our avalanche safety video. This could save your life. Don't be nonchalant. Check it out and learn much more about avalanches. So, let's learn how to drop on skis. Okay, first things first, before you even start thinking about dropping stuff on skis, there are much easier places to learn how to jump. Go to the terrain park, try some jumps, or just from the side of the slope back onto the slope. The important thing here is that you ski with a nice position, string yourself up, sink down in the ski boots, and then when you jump, fully extend your leg. And that means that the hip is moving forwards and it's gonna tilt you forwards too. Mega important, especially when you're scared, because then people absorb things and they land really back-seated, and it's terrible. Don't do that. No, I see it so often, honestly. That's the biggest common mistakes in jumping of all. Not a full pop, maybe even absorb it. Don't get me started. Anyway, so that's jumping. Jump fully. So, you tilt a bit forwards, and then you learn how to adapt this forward tilt more or less, or to nothing. You can still bring the hip forwards and send that energy straight up without tilting. Do you understand me? It's important that you acknowledge this. The biggest problem with dropping cliffs is fear. And why are people scared of things? Generally, it's a fear of the unknown. How high is it gonna be? Right on the side, have a look. Maybe ski around it, check the landing. Like, is the landing gonna be steep enough, deep enough? Once I just thought I knew the drop, because I'd been there like last season. That's not good enough. I launched off it, I just popped, I was ready to have a great time. As I pop, I see there's a rock pointing like this towards me, and I drop at a decent amount of speed, 3-4 meters, land into the tip of the rock on the snow, knee myself in the eye, black eye, broken goggles. That was boring. After that I got less stupid again, as one does, but I guess you need to do your own mistakes. But you can try to listen to me at least. When you're dropping, it's nice if you have proper freeride skis, depending on where you're dropping and stuff. I'm skiing a pair of Scrapper 115s. Jeremy Hayes are shredding these bad boys in the Freeride World Tour. Since they're back mounted, can really land forwards, and that's important when you drop cliffs. Anyway, first things first. Once you've done your homework, you tried some jumps, you're making sure that you're fully jumping, let's hit our first drop. Make sure that you can see the landing, and it's small, the smaller the better. And that could be like the edge of the side of a slope that drops off quickly. You try dropping off that. Maybe a small wind lip that's avalanche safe. The same things are important as when jumping. How much speed do you need? How steep is the landing or the takeoff? So if it's a flat drop with a steep landing, you obviously will need to lean forward. So nice little pop, and you dip forwards and stomp it. And by each attempt you do, you can grab a little bit more speed, send it a little bit further, thus dropping a little bit more. And it's important that you increase the size and the speed slowly. It's one way of reducing the fear. So, generally speaking, pop hard. Try to adapt the pop and the forward, backwards tilt so you land more or less perpendicular to the landing. When you land, I would recommend you to land like you would ski. A bit of an aggressive stance, feel the shin pressure. This is pretty much all I do in the landing. If I drop big or I have a little bit, the timing is a little off, I end up sitting back. And then often it's really heavy to stand up again. And then you can mess up your skiing and crash. So I'd really recommend you do this like forward absorption kind of landing. Last time I was a bit back-seated, so I'm going to land a bit more stomper. Stomper, that's how you want to land. And then once you start hitting bigger drops where it's actually a rock, the rock face is not always vertical, that you can have no speed and then drop. It can often look like this. Make sure you're aware of this so you know how much speed you need to clear the whole cliff. And also be aware if the landing starts straight away or if it has a bit of a gap and it's a wall you could smash into. That's super lame. But sometimes if there's like a wind lip or something you don't want to put too much pressure on, maybe you want to absorb it. You may think I'm full of shit now after I've been talking about the popping so much, but absorbing, it's a legit technique too. It's just the fact that most people do it the wrong way. In the same way as a ski racer absorbs a roller at like 120 kilometers an hour. You know, so I like to bend my legs here, but I will not bend it in this way where I sit back, because then you land very back seated. But I like pull them up at the same time, go forwards with the upper body. Really commit so that we can go from this position on the top of the drop to perpendicular to the landing. Let's see if I can do it here. In this direction. If we drop here with a slight rotation, it'll be sweet. One of the best places to drop is close to restaurants and where there's a lot of people, so you can maybe get some people to share for you. Clap your paws together and be like, whoa, crazy! Because that's what dropping is all about, isn't it? This is something we missed. Oh yeah, backslapping. Some people, or some when they drop huge, they end up absorbing it so much in the legs that they're laying down on the back. I hate this because I get a binding up my bum, but there seems to be quite a lot of folks out there that likes it. So most important thing here is just that you keep your arms like forwards, because if you pull them out to the sides, a lot of powder grabbing your arms, pulling them back, it can really hurt your shoulders. I just don't drop that big that I have to backslap. There it is. That's how you drop on skis. I hope you learn it. I hope you enjoy it because it's really fun. Check out our full playlist with our other how to ski powder videos. Have a good one. See you in the next video. Ciao.